Welcome back to A Corporate Time. Let's do some voicemail.
Voicemails. You can leave a voicemail. Two ways you can do that. 1-844-TOMNDAN. That is the number you can call, or our mediocre app. If you hit the little mediocre messages button, you can leave us a voicemail message like this one. This has been a very hot topic. You were talking about your trip over to the Conch House in St. Augustine, and we had questioned your, I guess I should say, your roommates or next door neighbors for the night were a rowdy group of old men that were dancing with your wife.
Yeah, old Miamis.
Yeah, some old Miamis, and so here we go.
Captain Tom, Dan, it's Captain Dan. I don't know what the deal is with the visors. Why us fishermen wear them? I wear one, and I have no idea. They look terrible. And I think what you're missing with those rich guys and their big boat is, so when we're traveling fishing tournaments, we'll have 4 to 6 guys on a boat, and we'll rent one room, and then 4 guys sleep on the boat, and 2 sleep in the room. They're probably just up there having a good time, drinking, carrying on. Take it easy, guys.
Okay, because I think we had, said that maybe they were all gay and cheating on their wives, or so. I don't know. We had a lot of misinformation on the show.
No, I just asked why they chose to only rent one room with 2 double beds. They were all like rich old dudes, and
Jimmy Buffett's.
Yeah. And then I was like, I understand there could have only been one room to rent or whatever. It just we questioned it because seemed uncomfortable for rich old dudes to share a double bed at the Conch House. And the visor thing, you didn't answer why. Like there, like fishing dudes love a visor.
I'll go one step further. I think Florida men. I think it's a Florida man thing. My dad
and coaches.
My father was a visor guy. And my dad also had to go to, when he stopped wearing a visor and then sort of transitioned more into that ugly cowboy hat that I wore at the River Ranch.
Yeah,
remember the one that was his?
Yeah.
Was when he had to go get skin cancer. Like he had skin cancer on the top of his head. He had to have like precancerous cells like scraped off his noggin.
Yeah, scalp.
Yeah, but like if you think about it, why even risk that? Just wear a baseball hat.
There's got to be a reason.
Is it cooler? Does it feel better? Is it just for feel? Is it like wearing a condom?
But there's
like a regular hat is a condom.
Maybe they don't the BDM villain all mesh hat, like that'll let the heat out. It'll also mesh sunburn your bald head though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't understand the visor. Like most people in the chat room were saying, yes, it's a heat thing.
But also these dudes weren't doing a fishing tournament. They were in their 70s. So they came down. I talked to them. They came down from Jacksonville to just hang out in St. Augustine.
Jacksonville.
And
old city.
But it was so it's not like some of the crew were on the boat and then they were in the hotel. It was just 4 old dudes partying in a small hotel.
Yeah, I think this may be another one regarding it, I think.
Hey, on the BDM show talking about the Conch House, you guys staying there with the guys in the beds, but we take our boat up there too, and they got a couple rooms down there in the end. I don't know if this is where you guys were, that they're actually suites. There's a living room and 2 separate bedrooms, so I don't know. Maybe the old guys were staying in there.
I mean, this was a hot topic. On this show,
it wasn't
we have never had. We're getting calls. The phone lines are burning off the hook from people that are like, "We know how old men party."
No. I know the suites they're talking about. I've stayed in those before. Those are usually booked out
that's
crazy.
A flex. You love bragging on yourself lately.
No.
I like your newfound confidence. I like it.
It's an Airbnb at a boat marina.
Is it an Airbnb? Do you go through an Airbnb?
No. But I'm just saying that's what the feel is. It's not it's not a corporate hotel.
Is it all mismatched furniture from houses inside?
Yeah, for the most part.
I like that. There's something charming about when you stay at like a marina resort where you realize that the couch you're sitting on belonged to like the harbor master's dead aunt. I like that.
Yeah,
it's charming.
It's less corporate.
You're not an emotional person, so you don't look at that stuff and like feel the feelings in the energy, the dead
No,
people
no.
coming out of it, right?
No, that's
I
crazy.
can feel all the dead people coming out of it.
Right.
All of it. I look at everything. I look at the table. I can see all the mothers that sat there reading a letter. Their son's not coming back from war. And now here we are. It's a marina eating some, I don't know, eating some Zaxby's on it.
We've had this theme that we give our kids certain personality traits. And we've been talking about it.
Well, our theme is like we go back and forth between like either they've learned it or it's just in them, right?
So,
is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. This is something that's in Tommy, and I talk about the things I see in Tommy primarily more than Max, but I see stuff in Max too.
Well, he's more like your wife, right?
He's emotional, and when it comes to jokes, it's funnier for me, like non-emotional, emotional. But
yeah.
Max has the the presenting entertainer part that I have, and then also he's willing to do a lot more.
Put himself out
things.
there. Yeah, put himself out there. He'll be dancing. He'll dancing and prancing.
But Tommy was in St. Augustine with our friends, which we've known his entire life, and obviously I've known 25 years, right? Andres and Leanne.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're walking down the streets of St. Augustine, and then Tommy asks Crystal a question, and she's like, well, go ask them. And he's like, I don't know their names.
Wait, to Andres and Leanne?
Yeah. He didn't know their names. And these are friends of ours.
That's so you. It hurts my face. God damn it. Sorry, I didn't even mean to say that.
They've been on every camping trip. In fact, when Tommy and
I think Maisie knows their names, and she didn't like.
Camila, their daughter, were born only like a month apart.
Yeah.
So we went and visited them. They were like, we have pictures that they've grown up together. I mean, they live in Miami. We live up here.
Well, it's not important. It's his friend's parents, right?
Yeah. But but you'd think
he did what you did. It's not important information. I'll compartmentalize it over here.
They had been staying with us for 3 days or 2 days prior to this.
Yeah, but that's
2
mom
days
and dad. Mom, dad. They're not hearing Andreas Leanne.
Well,
right?
we are saying it.
Okay, all right.
So anyway, it's that.
Yeah,
that,
but he doesn't.
He's got the thing.
He doesn't just naturally absorb things.
Yeah.
Like when words are floating, he's
it just
out.
Goes right through him.
Well, I don't even think it goes through him. I think it's not even. He's not
he
even
never
involved.
picked it up.
Yeah. You do that. Like, there are times when I am talking to you.
It's something that I gave him.
I did it yesterday with you. Remember, you went out to get your bike. You were doing something with training, and I was finishing up here, and I had my bag, and I was giving you the #1 business idea I've ever thought of, and I was selling it to you, and I was pouring my heart out, and then you were gone. You had already left. You had walked outside. You literally didn't even realize that I was talking to you. It's the same thing. You were dodging but then you didn't do it on purpose. You were like, oh my God, I'm sorry. We were laughing about it. I know you didn't do it on purpose.
It's I can't, like, if I'm thinking about something, I tune everything else out. I've done that since I was a kid. I remember when I was a kid, I used to just watch TV.
It'd be a superpower when you were a kid.
Max is like this. So he'll be watching TV. I'm constantly like, eat your breakfast.
Eat your breakfast!
Because you sit there and zone. Like,
eat it while you're dying.
It's like it has a spell over him. And when I was a kid, I used to watch TV, and then our dog Muffy used to eat my bagel bites off my plate.
You're going to say something else. I've seen those videos. Let's try this one right here. Kind of ties in.
Hey guys, I was just wondering if you had ever taken the Enneagram personality assessment. There's like a ton of them, and I know that, at least for me, I've always thought that's, such a heap of garbage, but actually ends up being something pretty helpful when you're working with people. I mean, you guys probably already know each other's
like a personality assessment.
Okay.
Have we ever done that on the show? I mean, it is the age-old radio podcast. I'm sure Mr. Beast is doing it.
I don't think we ever done that.
Have you seen his new one where he's got a guy like trapped in a tower, and I think the guy has to run up the stairs and get to the top of the tower, and if he doesn't, the tower falls down, like it kills. Like,
I haven't seen the
doesn't kill
tower.
him, but I think the whole tower falls out. I'm like, he's this close to being the evil genius, right?
Yeah, I think he's just a
close.
nerd. I think he's autistic nerd, money nerd.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he's evil. I don't think he'll ever turn evil.
No, but I want him to. I kind of want him to.
Yeah.
I kind of want him to. I don't think he will either.
For entertainment wise,
yeah, I don't think he will either. But I'm like, he's this close. He's like running side by side with like something Lex Luthor would do, but it's just not evil. It's like he gives the guy a Lamborghini at the end. Anyway, sorry.
So back to personality tests.
Personality assessment.
I've taken these stupid tests on social media or whatever.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like
What are you a Rachel or a Ross?
And then even like
Who are you?
even longer, more like
Which Mr. Robot character are you?
like scientific psychology question tests that are actually legit, like to find out what type of personality you are or whatever.
I only click through the ones that show like celebrities nude, ugly. You know, we have to click all the way through.
Oh yeah.
Like, look at them at their worst.
And every time I take the test, it's hard for me to answer legitimately how I feel or what my opinion is because I don't really have one. So all I do is look at what
I don't even know how to take that.
What they think
don't tell them what they want to hear.
Or what will skew me towards the personality that I think I have. Not the truth.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're trying to pick you would take the test trying to pick the answers to the question that make you the most logical, which is which is not a logical way to look at it. This is a great example of why people say that you're
because they're like, how do you how do you feel about this? The options, and I look at the options, and I'm like, I really don't have a definitive right answer in my brain. But
I'm gonna pick the one that I think
based on what I believe my personality.
Right.
Yeah. But that's how I could think it's so because I don't really have an opinion.
Predetermined what you.
Yeah. I know what everybody thinks my personality is.
Is there any changing that? Have you ever questioned that?
It's just a nothing.
But is there any changing your predetermined way that you're going to like? So if the questions on the test are. And there's 4 answers, and so you're going to pick them.
Grab a personality test.
Well, you're going to pick the most logical one, right? I mean, I'm trying to go with your. So
but that's really kind of how I feel.
X question, right? And then here's the question. Doesn't matter what it is, and then there's 4 answers, and you're going to pick the most logical one. Every single, or what you feel is the most logical one, which in some way may not be an honest answer. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. That makes sense to me.
And if I'm like, well, I'm not putting that because that makes me a bad person.
I put all of those. I'm the guy that when I go to the doctor, he's like, do you smoke marijuana? I'm like, I always do. I smoked it in the car before I came in here.
Oh, yeah. Well, the doctor thing, I don't know.
You tell him everything. You're just going to be honest. Everything honest.
No.
Well, even on the test, it's the same thing. What's the point of taking the test?
I don't know.
It'd be like lying on a blood test. It'd be like lying on a blood test. Like,
well,
why?
No, the blood test is definitive.
Yeah, but your personality is definitive, right?
No, I don't think so.
So you can change it? I thought you said you can't change people.
You can't. But I'm just telling you that like with these personality tests, I've taken them before, and then I've looked at all the answers, where you pick the multiple choice answers, and there's not really one that I really think is me or that I believe in because I have no opinion. So it's not like all of them. I'm like,
these
all
are
right,
so long. Yeah. Everyone I'm finding is like 100 steps.
Yeah. There's not like any sort of like.
But I can give you a couple of questions.
Okay.
I strive for perfection. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. 5 being yes, 1 being a no.
That's impossible for me to really answer because first
I know what mine. I can give you an answer right now easily. Maybe it's because I'm emotional. I would be a 4. I teeter between trying to strive too hard for perfection or normally hitting it out of the park because I'm just so goddamn talented. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and it has taken me a very long time to pull back.
So the perfection.
So I'd say 4. 4 feels comfortable.
Nothing in my life is perfection at all.
But you strive for perfection, no?
I don't even know what that means.
Like you try really hard? I would say you're overthinking. See, I would, if you want me to answer for you, and this may not be right, but if I'm just going to answer, if you were in a coma and I had to answer these questions, he strives for perfection. 1 being inaccurate, 5 being accurate. I gave myself a 4. You overthink the business more than I do. I may give you a 5 on this, or at least a 4, because
it's only in business.
I think you're No, you overthink the events. You overthink our position.
Look at my car. It's a junk car. I live. My shoes. I haven't washed my pants in
these are
a
valid
month.
points. These are valid points.
My hair. At least the only thing that keeps me cutting my hair is I set the appointment with John.
What would you say to the chat room? DeBerry Joe saying, "Well, aren't you striving for perfection to even answer the question perfectly?" So isn't that answering the question? If you're picking the right answer, what you feel is the perfect answer, then you are striving for perfection. Pretty decent take. DeBerry Joe.
Yeah, but have you seen my life?
I don't know how to explain that part. So we're talking this out.
I can't strive that much for perfection. And also 1 to 5, what the hell? 3, what does that mean?
You are with your training right now. You're working really hard. You're staying dedicated. You've been locked in. I would give that
just do it like a job. Like, here's my job, and I just have to do it. And so,
the way that you treat clients and not dropping the ball, I don't know, man. That it would be. It didn't say where you strive for perfection.
Yeah. So these things are so hard because you start looking at all aspects of your life, and it's like, it's hard.
Here, man, this is the one for you. The next question is: I work hard to be helpful to others. Same scale, 1 to 5. This one would throw you for a loop. It is important to me that other people like me. That'd be a hard one for me.
That's complicated because
that'd be a 5 for me.
Yeah, because it is important that other people like you.
It is,
and so it's important.
Maybe we should do this. This is opening up some wounds.
It's not important for other people to like me. It's important for other people to
think that they like me, and I see that
they think I'm a good person. like to not know I'm a bad person. Like, I don't want to be looked at as a bad person, or
do you know that some people do think you're a bad person?
Yeah, that doesn't bother me. All that bothers me is that, like, whatever I'm doing, other people see me like that guy's a good guy, or like he's doing the right thing.
Surface.
Yeah. Well, that's all it is.
You want strangers.
I don't really care how they feel deep in their heart of hearts. Like, the truth also doesn't matter that much to me. Except for
well, it doesn't matter to the world either. Or at least reality. At least the United States doesn't care about truth.
Reality is the only thing that matters, but also other people. I don't know. See, I was confusing myself, and then I'm like, I don't know.
All right, let me hit you with a couple more. I bet I'm really popping your wig. How about this one? It is important to me to achieve great things. 1 to 5. I mean, look at your trips.
Subjective.
Look at your trips.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that would be a 5. I mean, every trip you guys take is a grandiose achievement.
But
and they're amazing.
Okay. This is even worse, crazy. But I swear to you, I promise. I promise. The only important thing. The other day, I thought my Instagram got deleted.
How are you gonna get into your OnlyFans?
I panicked because I was like, that I truly am, and if you look at my Instagram, it's just trip after trip, ridiculous. It look like it's fake. It's as fake as the internet gets, right? About how someone lives his life. Like, if someone's looking at him the outside and doesn't listen to the show, they're like, this guy is. First of all, he's American Joe. He's got his boat, his blonde kids. He is white boots. Yeah. This guy, he's portraying like we know how he votes.
Go Cowboys.
But but I am literally building it for the idea that in the future my sons look back at my Instagram and then are able to see this life that is not even real.
Will it jog their memories though?
I don't know. Well, no, they'll just see it because in my idea, I'll be dead or whatever.
Damn, that puts some heat on me because I don't think about none of this stuff.
Yeah, we don't. The Maisie's already.
No, I don't think about protect. I am not protecting any memories for her. Like, look, your memories are your memories. I'm not collecting memories for you.
Yeah, no,
that's your business.
No, but everybody's living their life different. Who cares?
No, I know, but like this to me makes me feel bad. Like maybe I should be collecting a pile of memories that are digital for my daughter.
No, but this is all absurd. No one's gonna go back and look at it. Statistically, I'll die an old man, and this will, they'll never go back and look at it or whatever. Because it won't, they'll not have to strive for memories of it because I'll live with them the rest of their life. Not with them, but I'm saying they'll know me for, but I think that's ingrained in my dad dying when I was 10 years old. And then me not having the...
So it's important to you. That makes sense.
To go back and look at his Instagram and see all the stuff we did together. I can't even remember it.
Look at that. We're at Hooters.
I mean, that's got to be the reason I'm doing this, if I'm being my own psychologist.
Well, you're trying to collect something you don't have.
Yeah.
It's very,
for my sons.
It seems very simple, yeah.
Yeah. But that is really the only reason I'm doing my Instagram like this.
Are you going to delete all the gay triathlon posts? Because the trips are very cool.
I'm just doing
I'm
one.
Joking. I'm joking.
I'm just gonna
Let me see if there's another one. I feel my emotions very deeply. Here's the next question. 1 to 5.
Yeah, that's a
hard one.
That's an easy one for me to answer.
I think deeply about things. That's a 5. Oh,
Yeah.
I got another 5 for you. This is the easiest one. I am prepared for any disaster.
Oh,
Even if you're not, that's a 5 for you, right?
is that 5 is most prepared?
Yeah.
No, 1.
Oh, you say 1?
Yeah.
I thought your confidence, though, you would say, I'll figure it out. We're good.
No, well, I've thought about this, and this is gonna, I don't want it to spike anybody's anxiety. And I tell Crystal's like, what happens if this happens? I'm like, we'll die. And then she's like, what? Don't you want to fight for your family?
Why do you tell her that?
Because,
fight for your family? What, are we shooting off the balcony?
Well, no, she wants to prepare.
Is it zombies? What are we doing?
This happened, like, even when COVID, and she's like, everybody's freaking out, like, hey,
did she buy emergency food?
No, she thought she did, but we ate through it like a week. And I was like, this is supposed to last us forever. A week.
We ate all our Armageddon.
But she's like, what happens if this happens? The electrical grid turns out all the, like, dead. We're dead. And she's like, whoa, well, don't you want to have some plan? I'm like, I've gone through, I thought about every plan. I don't know how to hunt. There's no, also, every human is going to be all killing each other over food. It's like dead.
Well, I would at least I'm at least going to kill me one weak person. Just so I can say I did.
So
in case I get picked up.
In my mind, it doesn't make any sense to prepare for a statistically unlikely event. It's a waste
that I
of
do
time.
agree with. Yes.
Yeah, like end of the world type of thing. Now, should you prepare for a hurricane? Yes. Happens every year. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Should we prepare to be out of power for 10 days? Yes, that's happened to me multiple times in my life.
That's a thing. That's called Florida.
And every single summer that can happen. Yes, you should prepare. Should you prepare for the end of the world or for everything, nuclear attack, whatever the hell you want to call it?
Well, those are so unlikely and so crazy.
And think about the reality of preparing for that. It would take the next years to or whatever it is. And even if you did, most likely the hordes of other people would take your stuff. You're gonna prepare with what machine guns to fight? No.
You wouldn't. You'd have to have no guns. You'd have to be.
You need like a small militia.
The easiest thing to do. I've thought about this. The easiest thing to do would be for me because I'd have to seal all ways in. There's no shooting out. I have to stop people from getting in, and that's going to be impossible.
You're just going to die in your house.
Yeah, die
slowly.
in my house. You throw all the furniture down the stairs, and you die up there. That's what I would do.
Yeah, but you're just going to die a horrible, slow death?
Yeah.
Don't even think about it.
I'd probably take my own life.
Well, that's what most people do. I've seen the movies.
Here's the last question I'll take from this one. I have a sense that other people will never truly understand me. 1 to 5. That's a 4 or 5 for me.
Oh, yeah. No, it was 1. I'm easily understandable.
Yes, I mean, like...
I'm surface level. You can look at me and be like, I get that guy.
I don't think you are, but I get what you're saying.
I promise you. Like, there's no... I don't have any sort of deep, like, hidden feelings or, like, complicated in any way. It's total surface level. You see who I am. Like, there's no high.
Yeah.
Like,
what you see is what you get.
No, and that's fine.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine.
In fact,
I have that too, but there's also the anxiety and depressive side of what I deal with is a weird side that's not fun.
There's a monster looking at me.
That's how it's said. Yeah, that's perfectly said. Perfectly said. Let's cleanse our palate here.
Hey guys, I'm always way behind, and I'm to the point where y'all are talking incessantly about the porn ads. Do you want to bang ugly old grannies?
Yes. I was getting a few of those.
Yeah, I still get them
recently.
How, why is anybody getting this? Does anybody actually want to bang ugly grannies? And my assumption has always been with that ad is that they're not targeting people that necessarily have an ugly old granny fetish. It's that, if the ad says, the old one of hot ladies, young, perfectly fit ladies want to bang you, nobody believes that one. There's not just perfectly looking 10s out there that want to bang weirdos on the internet. So nobody clicks on those because those are fake. But if they put, these ugly people that nobody wants to bang, they're looking for you. You're a little more likely to think, well, that might be a real ad because that's a service that's needed. there probably are ugly old grannies out there that want people to bone. And so it's not that they're targeting you, it's that you're more likely to click it because you think it might be real, that there's a website dedicated to old ladies that...
Okay, well, if that's the case, then why aren't everybody getting that? Because when Sam was here, she was like, I've never seen that before. And other people are like, I've never seen that. And then only a certain
No,
like,
I get a lot of emails from guys that are like, I get the grannies, I get the grannies. I mean, it's an epidemic.
No,
it's an epidemic.
Yeah, but some people don't get it. So if
I think they lie.
Yeah,
I think they're doing what you do on these tests. They just telling us what we want to hear. They're just like, I don't get the grannies. I'm not gross like you. And we're like, you are gross. It's like when Dirty Jim Colbert tried to tell me he doesn't masturbate.
Yeah.
Lies.
Yeah.
It's all lies.
Doesn't look at porn.
Come on.
Who
God,
doesn't look at porn?
He's a real man. He lives in the woods with a crossbow, and you don't look at porn. You live in the woods with a crossbow.
Okay, I have to admit something.
Oh my God!
And
this is the tell-all.
And this has recently happened. And tell me if you've gotten this. So,
what?
So
OnlyFans charges?
No. So,
I accidentally bought $31 in diamonds for a digital zombie war game yesterday on my Apple. I owe the company $31.
My sons pick up my phone every once in a while.
You got to stop this, man.
And then I get scared because I'm like, oh. Like sometimes in the most recent searches, X videos or Pornhub will come. Like,
they
be
use
there.
the internet?
No, but it's on there. They don't go on the internet, but they grab my phone to like look at pictures or like.
Well, that's a
Roblox.
Boundaries thing.
Yeah, I don't have any boundaries.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, so then I was like, I need to, because everybody's been telling me, you, Crystal, go search on all this stuff private.
Incognito.
Yeah. Well, I just scroll over and there's private and like Safari. There's like regular and private.
I think it's incognito is what you're looking for.
On my phone,
I don't know what private is.
It says private. It could be incognito.
That could be going directly to Crystal. Everything. I don't know what that is. Where's my phone?
Well, when I go there, it's incognito. It doesn't save anything you've gone to, right?
Okay.
So it doesn't save any cookies or whatever. So I've been using that. I was like, well, I'll just start using this. Although I don't like it that it doesn't save what I've looked at on the videos because it's just like TikTok. Yeah. The algorithm gives me only what I like. Anyway, but
private is correct.
So I'm searching
You're
private,
correct.
and then I go to the site, and then it happens. It only happens on X Hamster.
Why are you on X Hamster?
I'm stuck in my old
God, is it 2011?
It's stuck in 2009.
Holy smokes! Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Everybody.
And this doesn't happen to me when I'm on non-private.
You're probably still watching Bang Bus videos with Dirty Sanchez and the gang. Dirty Sanchez and the gang from Bang Bus. Those videos are over 30 years old.
They're the only ones on there.
Not on the news site. You got to go to the news site.
So anyway, and this hasn't happened to me since my old college days. Since I go on my gateway.
Erectile dysfunction.
No. Oh. All of a sudden, like it jumps onto another like spam site. And then
it jumped, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like a thing says like call or cancel. Like my phone link comes up. Like it's like.
I haven't seen this.
Yeah, like, and then I can't exit out, and then I'm like, exit out. I'm like, what? And it's frozen on
and
there.
That's why you're like, I need some help in here sending these client emails, but something's wrong with my phone.
And then so like if I hit call, like a number popped up, like it auto propagated. The phone
the number to the FBI.
like a phone call.
Yeah.
And then it says
and it wouldn't let you. It
call,
forced you to call it.
No, but it can't cancel out of it. So then I turned my phone off.
Would you reset it?
Yeah, I reset my phone and then I went back to Safari and it's still on there.
This is what guys on the dark web trying to buy a piranha do. You know, did it go through? Did the PayPal go through? I don't know. Unplug the computer.
And then I'm like, what the hell is this? And then it won't X out and it's just stuck there.
Are you hiding in the bathroom during all of this?
Yeah, it's always in the bathroom hiding.
Right.
Yeah,
fair enough.
That's the only place I can go.
So now that your entire phone is an infected porn machine, you need to tell your sons to stop picking it up or put a passcode on it.
Well, it's an Apple, so it can't get a virus, right?
I don't think so. There are
done?
some now. There are some.
So then, like, I have to reset it, and then finally, if I X out, like I have to open up Safari, then.
You gotta the land of 1,000 buttons.
And then it'll finally catch it, and then I'll get rid of it, and then I have to go back to the non-private search because I'm like, well, this doesn't happen. Why the hell did that happen?
Well, because probably the private search had or the non-private has like a pop-up blocker or something.
Yeah. And so it got the pop-up blocker. So how the hell
Okay, what
Oh,
I would
God.
do, what I would do if I were you,
Uh,
I would.
this
No.
this has to have happened to other people.
Oh, my God.
People know what I'm talking about. I
We
think.
had a BDM at one of the parties say that his wife wanted to give him a divorce because he was texting. Can I tell the story? He was texting his mistress on iMessage, and it had linked up with his daughter's iPad. So on his daughter's iPad, it had all the messages.
Oh, to his mistress?
And to his mistress,
God.
and his wife read all of them, and they were swapping
yeah.
photos
Well,
of each other and all this kind of stuff. I'm just
that
saying, like,
deserves
there's
a divorce.
variations. There's
Yeah.
variations of,
Oh, yeah.
there are reasons why you say, just stay off of daddy's phone, like, because there could be some unsavory stuff on there. For you, I don't know what to do, though, now. Like,
Yeah,
almost,
I can't search private anymore because it doesn't have the pop-up blocker, and I get the call to FBI. I don't know.
Then you're going to have to do what you've normally done and really be stuck in your ways, and I know you do this. You're going to have to put in the address. It'll go there. Then you're going to have to go and clear your browser history after every session.
Well, it's under private. So
No, go on the regular one.
Oh, yeah.
And then just you're going to have to clear your browser history afterwards.
Well, I do that, but every once in a while I'll forget.
Well, you'll be drunk or
And
high
then,
or
yeah,
something.
and then weeks later it'll still be, on there. Anyway.
But if anybody has a suggestion, I mean, what they should have is just a password-protected app that's only that for daddies. It's called the Daddy app.
Yeah.
And it's a browser for just that. And when we're done, it locks it down.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I don't know. I'm trying to solve your problem.
It's funny because this is a situation where so many people do this activity. No one talks about it, and it hasn't gotten better. Like, everybody's been stuck in their 2009 ways.
Oh, yeah.
Ever since they got their first smartphone.
I'd say they go 3 or 4.
Yeah. Like, because it used to be
Same sites.
on the computer, but then once we got all smartphones, then every dad in America retreated to the bathroom, and that's their only safe haven to use their phone and look at pornography.
Yeah, men, women, every age, every gender.
I don't think women do this as much.
Not as much, but I know that they do it. Yeah,
but they're not in the bed in like their bathroom.
No, they're not disgusting.
Yeah,
I know what you're
bathing in the smell of their doo-doo.
Yeah.
Because that's not the only time they get.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, let's try one more. I think we got time for one more.
The hell are we talking about?
Everything.
Listening to the BDM episode, you're talking about a neighbor who zooms away on his razor scooter every day. Well, I live in New York, and you would not believe how many people ride those as a form of commute to work every day. Like, dudes delivering stuff for, like, Postmates, up to, like, finance bros wearing puffy Patagonia vests. It spans all classes.
Yeah, we have them here in Baldwin where you'll see them in full suits, where the dude will have his jacket folded like nicely, like, and kind of over his messenger bag, and he's just got like a shirt and a tie on.
Okay.
And he's, straight ripping on a scooter to downtown Orlando.
But it's an electric scooter.
Yes.
Okay, that's different than like kick-powered metal razor. You know what I'm saying? Like the electric scooter makes sense. I mean, there's all those green scooters that they leave around town and stuff, and like the electric scooter I understand, but the kick-powered kid razor scooter is weird to me.
Let me ask you a serious question as a man who rides an electric vehicle on a lot of paths.
One wheel.
On a lot of paths that are non-electric vehicle only.
Yeah.
I've lost that war, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is done. Because around here, around the lake, I know you've been spending some time on a road bike.
Yeah.
I love a human-powered bike. I'm a big fan. But, I hate the e-bikes. I hate them.
Yeah.
But if you'll look around Lake Baldwin, and you've ridden around there a couple times, it's a little too congested. Even on the Katy Way Trail, I know you've ridden it sometimes.
Yeah.
You see nothing but e-bikes. I've lost, right?
Yeah.
There's no way back.
Yeah.
And e-bikes are now the new standard, and every bike will be made with a battery, and every bike will be propelled, and every bike will, and everybody will be do 60 miles an hour around lakes. And those of us that like slow-ass human-powered bikes either get with the program, right? I'm
no,
being serious.
We just have to, watch out for them, and but they're not leaving the paths because it said no motorized vehicles.
That's a motorized vehicle.
I know, but in people's mind,
It-
motor.
No, that is a
equates
motor.
To
It's
combustion
not an engine.
motor.
No,
Yeah.
that's engine. That's engine. Motor is what I have in my Tesla. That's a motor.
Yeah. No, I know, but people don't understand. When people think motor, they think Detroit City, like horsepower.
I hate it.
Smoke coming out, and so they look at their electric bikes
It's
or whatever.
dangerous, man. It's dangerous. You see people like almost killing my daughter. We'll go around there with Maisie and people, like old men, doing like 40 on an e-bike. You have no business doing that, man.
Yeah. That's fine. That's never going away. I mean, there's no way to regulate
I
it.
hate it.
It's never because it's easier and it's getting cheaper, which is a bad equation for it ever going away.
It used to be mega expensive for e-bikes, and I was like, those are only for rich people.
It requires less effort to pedal them, and because it's got a motor, and they're getting cheaper and cheaper. They're going to be everywhere. It's going to replace bicycles. Kids aren't going to pedal anymore.
Yeah, we went in to buy Maisie a brand new bike. I got her a new one. I still have her old bike for sale if anybody's looking for one. And we were outnumbered. It was like we're in there and we're looking for bikes, even the kids' bikes. It's kind of sad. Like even the kids' bikes have like big battery packs on them, but they'll do like 40, and I'm like, okay. Here we are.
I want to see you put up Maisie's bike on Facebook Marketplace and sell it on the internet like a American Joe, because you haven't dipped your toe in that world, and it's the world that we all live in.
I don't know if I can.
And you need to have an experience.
Can I use the studio as the place?
No, you got to use your house.
No, Andrew's
yeah.
not gonna let me do that.
Why not?
Because she doesn't like that kind of mumbo jumbo. She's not. She does not like that.
You have them meet him in the porch of your house. So you go down there, ring the doorbell. You come out
I'm
there.
gonna meet him on Stu and Sue's porch.
Like
a couple doors down.
And the funny part about that, you have people come to your house and are like, they know where houses are. Like, what does it matter?
No,
like,
I know. I'm just old school. I don't want to. I don't want to.
Like,
I don't want to participate.
They're here to buy a child's bicycle. You know what Crystal did to me the other day? She sold an old. Remember that tent she bought for Peace River that wasn't waterproof? It was like some stinky tent.
I don't.
She was on the.
Was it the one
WhatsApp
for the
with
kids?
It was
play?
the kids. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
So it ended up not being waterproof. So she's like, "Oh God!" So she sells it for $10 on Facebook Marketplace.
That is.
And then some mom came, and then I wasn't Crystal wasn't home, so she knocked on the door. I'm like, "Hello," and she's like, "I'm here to buy a tent," and she has like 2 5s in her hand. And then I was like, "Oh, okay."
No tip? You don't tip the. You just give
What?
them 10. That's how you do it?
There's no.
I've
tips
never
on
done
them.
this, so I don't know. I've never done this.
But anyway, so I go to the garage. I'm handing her a tent, and I almost was like, I don't need the $10. If you're here,
That's
buying,
a little embarrassing.
Yeah.
Did you keep the 5?
What?
You should have kept the 5. You did the work.
No, well, I don't care.
No, it's your $5.
Yeah, $5 doesn't matter
Yeah.
to me anymore.
Oh,
And,
wow.
No, it doesn't matter to you either. It should not matter to anybody in their 40s.
But I would keep it just out of principle to make my wife mad.
No,
because
doesn't matter
she
to
made me
her
do
either.
it.
She I put it on the counter, and
Well,
then
then
who the hell
why'd she even list it? It's
because
more.
it's-
Isn't it more time out of her day to list the $10 tent?
Because because she bought it, so in her mind it would be a complete waste if she just
What'd
gave it
you
away.
buy it for?
I have no idea. She doesn't even remember, I bet. But the whole point is that you're selling a thing for $10 on Facebook Marketplace seems absurd.
It does.
But
people do it all the time.
And it makes me feel like here, I just give you the tent. Like if you drove here for $10 Facebook Marketplace garbage, then keep your $10. But I took it. And then, it was stupid. People selling stuff for $1 on Facebook Marketplace.
I got a friend that sells stuff on eBay. And still does it like she's just an old timer eBay person, but
then you make money doing that.
Yeah, but it's all nickel and dime stuff. It's weird because it's a full time. It's no more different than a 9 to 5.
Oh yeah,
but it's an eBay 9 to 5 with little like they're selling.
Our buddy in college did this.
$3, $2, and it's like
little.
They'll sell like a doily or like a little plate or a can opener or some weird stuff.
They get they have a whole process and they do mail every day and they do but
I find that fascinating.
$1
I couldn't do it, but I find it fascinating.
Anyway, for Maisie's bike though, because it's easy. It's just like your neighbors. They're looking for a bike.
Specialized Jet 20.
Yeah. Well,
I'll let it go for $200.
it's easy to price. You find out what other people are selling them used online, and then you have to go with that market.
Yeah, more than that.
And then so $200 is a lot of money. You throw it up on Facebook Marketplace. The people message you. You're there. They always want to expect them to say like, 160. They're always going to want a discount. So whatever price, take 15% off that price. That's what you're gonna get.
It's price to go.
And then someone's gonna like message you like, I'll pick it up on Wednesday, and then they ring your doorbell and then you give it to them. They give you the money. It's super easy. Why not do it?
It gives me anxiety just thinking about
anxiety.
it. Yeah.
What's the anxiety?
I don't like it.
It just
I don't like it. It's like asking you to go to Walmart. I go
to Walmart all the time.
You said you don't like Walmart.
Yeah, no, I don't like it. I go there. I don't like the people in Walmart.
Yeah, this is the one. It's like inviting them. It's like inviting the vampires to your door.
No, but I'm using this. Everybody in your neighborhood is using it.
I'm not big on strangers.
Well, all we do is talk to strangers for a living.
But I don't have to look at them. I just have to pretend that they're out there.
No. We go to events and you talk to strangers all day long. You're best suited for this.
I don't know, man.
You're talking to strangers right now?
I'll give it a shot. I have the photos.
You're not going to do it. I know you.
No, I'll ask Andrea. If I
don't ask Andrea, just do it.
No, oh yeah, don't ask Crystal. Just do it.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
No, you do not.
Yeah,
just do what you want and don't ask Crystal?
Yeah.
And it's something that she adamantly hates?
Oh, yeah. No, I don't lock the door. Everything that she hates, I do.
If I invite people over
that's
to
the
the
things
house
I don't tell her.
Andrea's working out of her office and I'm like selling something, some scumbag shows up.
Well, you do it like you say, meet me at 5 or whatever. They message you and they, you set up a
I have
meeting.
to talk to them?
But also,
is it like my phone ringing off the hook?
How she couldn't get that mad. We used to do the show.
I'm gonna do it here.
We used to do the show out of your house and invite strangers there all the time.
But she wasn't there, and that was a necessity. We had to do that.
Yeah, but she's there sleeping that night, where they come back and kill your whole family.
It's more paranoid now. You want to do one more? Or you want to get out of here? Let's do this one right. Let's do this one. I like this one right here.
Tom, Dan, BD and Mike. Dan, listen to your story about getting bullied on the golf course. I had the same thing happen, but I was at the racquetball place. BDM for life. Love you guys.
I also got bullied at the racquetball place. Same group of guys. I remember that. It was in DeLand at the Brandywine. We had.
Well, now this is your fault for hanging out.
It was outdoor racquetball court.
Oh.
Well, I mean, like, you didn't have the luxury of, I think like kids now, you can connect with anybody now. But like for me, I had a bike and I had like maybe 5 people I could play with.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Whoever's closest to your neighborhood.
Yeah, you just like go where you go.
Yeah.
But racquetball. Did you play racquetball as a kid?
Nope, never got into racquetball.
Racquetball was fun.
There was no racket, but there's handball at the park.
Yeah, that's what same sort of thing. We had a handball court. We'd go out there and play racquetball.
See, like racquetball to me, I imagine like glass wall.
It's
and
like rich people played it in the 80s, right?
You have to go to some sort of apartment complex that had that, and then you'd have to fill out a sheet to be able to play.
Yeah, they didn't like kids in there. I remember we went in young, and they were like, "You only have 15 minutes, you knuckleheads." You know, like one of those things.
Yeah, that's like a older person sport.
That's not a thing anymore, right? Yeah. Like pickleball is the new racquetball.
Yeah. The pickleball is the craze everybody's into.
Never played. You ever played?
No. It's basically big ping pong.
It's with a wiffle ball, right? And a paddle, looks like a
Yeah, it's a big ping pong. It's essentially like ping pong tennis. It's like a smaller version of tennis, bigger version of ping pong.
What happened to racquetball? Too aggressive? I feel like racquetball's more fun.
No, I still see people in the gym.
They still do it?
Oh, yeah. There's racquetball courts at the Esporta in Castleberry.
Oh, yeah.
And they're playing crazy. But also basketball, full court basketball. They're playing in there every single time I'm at the gym.
I remember as a young boy looking at men playing basketball and thinking, that's the way I'll blow off steam after work when I'm like, seriously. I remember looking at it and being like, I'll go down to the gym. I'll play a quick game, a pickup game.
Some people love it. I got friends that play basketball every week.
I think it's cool.
They go out
jealous.
with their friends and they play good exercise.
I'm jealous of basketball after work, and I'm also jealous of man who drives around a fishing pole in his car. I'm jealous. Those are two things I feel like those men are living better lives than me.
Yeah, they love themselves.
They do, because
Yeah.
they're like, I'm just going to play basketball. And then they play a little game of basketball. They S-talk a little bit. They get a little competitiveness.
Yeah.
And then they shake hands,
Yeah.
go home, bang their wife.
We don't love ourselves enough to do anything like that. We'd never do anything just for ourselves.
No.
Although you got took us to the Magic game.
I did. I'm going to go sit alone while my family's at a dance competition. I'm going to try to sneak Dansby in there. Anyway, let's get out of here, buddy.
All right, bye-bye.
Nice.
All
That
right.
was great.
Perfect.
All right, y'all. I guess we'll see you tomorrow. We don't have anything else, right?
No.
Yeah.